second bout of the evening is an amateur kickboxing bout scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. This bout is proudly sponsored by Humble Healings, located at 90 Washington Street in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Your referee in charge of the action is Alan Lau. And now introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing white, red, and gold. And tonight, entering the cage for the 3rd time, representing Burgess MMA, please welcome Stephen Taco Trimino! And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner to my right. He's wearing black and white and representing Sparrows MMA. Please welcome, making his kickboxing debut, Dan Ward.
All right, guys, we are getting ready to go. John Vina heading out again. Alan Lau in the middle of the ring. Tonight, let's lock up that cage. Not sure why. There we go. Now the cage is being locked. All right, fighters are ready. Referee is ready. Audience is ready. Here we go.
Mike, I think you'll notice in the red shorts, trimmed in white, we've got Steve Trimino at about 5'3" and Dan Ward at about 5'11". So there's a little bit of a height disparity here, but I'd like to see how that's going to play out.
Yeah, it would be to Ward's favor to find his distance with that kind of reach and that kind of height. So when he's throwing that jab, he shouldn't paw it. See how he's pawing right now? He wants to snap it and bring it back. Find that distance. Keep him out there at the end of the jab.
Well, yeah, especially in kickboxing. I mean, he's got a huge advantage if he knows how to use it. As a 6'3" guy that used to fight, believe me, that was the first move I found, was keeping the guy away from me as much as possible.
Yeah, these two are going to have more of a feeling out process in the last fight.
You can definitely see that now in the first 30 seconds or so. They've been taking it easy.
Yep, it'll heat up.
I'm keeping an eye on Steve Trimino with this right leg kick. You can see he starts to eat up Dan. You can see the red starting to show on his lead leg. He's chewing it up a little bit to try to chop him down.
Yeah, so he's got to just bring that over hard every time.
Yeah, you can definitely see he's going to do that. Now, Trimino's smart. I mean, take out the tall guy's legs.
Now, I don't know if he can go high, Trimino, but if he keeps going low, going low, going low, that high is going to be there all day.
Bring it right up.
Bring it right up and catch him with it. There he is again and again.
Yep.
Very smart. And you can see Dan's not checking the kick. He's just eating every one of those. And you'll see when they go to break after this round and he goes to stand up, he's going to feel it then.
Yeah, especially if he sits down on that stool.
Well, what I'm seeing with Ward, too, is, you know, he's looking straight ahead, but he's looking at his head.
Right.
He's definitely not looking low enough to see what's going on.
The other thing he's doing, he's tendering his jab. He wants to snap it and bring it right back and not leave it out.
You know, the one thing I'll give both those fighters, they both had really solid stances. They kept their gloves up, a lot different from the last match. But Dan Green, like, who do you think took that round? It was very slow.
Well, I'm going to give it to the blue corner. Like Dan said, he consistently scored with that leg kick. And where you're really going to feel it is when you come out in the second round, and especially if it goes into the third round. That blood stops flowing and your legs stop moving, and now you're a stationary target.
So what's your advice for each corner right now going into the second round?
All right, for the red corner, he's got to snap that jab and use almost, in my opinion, a teep kick to keep him off, because if he's kicking and he's not kicking, he's just going to keep eating that leg. So he wants to keep the jab and a nice straight kick in on the blue corner and hopefully find that distance where he can start scoring with the right hand.
All right, we're going to see what's happening now. They're closing the gates, getting ready to start round 2. Here we go.
There he is. He's sticking it and bringing it back. That's exactly what he needs to do. You know, sometimes it just takes him a while to get it. You listen to your corner is the most valuable information in most cases.
Well, again, we see something different than he's seeing while he's there. And hopefully his team saw that, and that they told him exactly what you said, and he's apparently listening. So.
Yeah, usually when they come back to the corner, young fighters, you don't want to give them too much information. And
right.
Just a few corrections can turn a fight around.
Absolutely. Dan Trimino still going after that front leg.
Yeah, big overhand right. He just followed up with there. Now he's starting to feel it. There's another straight right, and then back down to that leg again.
Yeah, it Yeah, now it's Steven who's found his range, even though he's a smaller fighter.
Yeah, it seems to me Ward is throwing these light kicks out there to keep him away, but they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
At some point here, as a fighter, you got to worry about the scorecards.
Yeah.
You got to think, I got to score points. You want to finish anytime you're looking to finish. But he's also got to score. And with these leg kicks over and over and over, and they're not getting checked. He's scoring major points there.
Absolutely.
Now the jab, Dan Ward is connecting with the jab, but it's not hurting Steve, and you can see that this hurts. You can see, this hurts.
No, absolutely.
The kicks are hurting, and they're working.
And this probably will go into a third round, but you might want to have
now we're seeing
Dan Ward just go for broke in the third round, because he's going to need a big round.
He really needs to use that reach, and he just hasn't yet.
Well, with one more round to go, sometimes you're not going to build up enough points. So you got to make that decision as a coach, just go after it.
So let me ask you both this, Dan Green first. At this point, does Dan Ward, beyond knockout, does he have a chance?
He's got to have in my opinion, he's got to have a very big round. And I don't think before we're telling him to use the jab, I think now he's just got to go for it and make it something ugly if you have to, but make it aggressive and get the crowd into it. And once that crowd gets into you, a lot of times that fighter can elevate his fight.
Absolutely. Dan Bonnell, what do you think?
Needs a knockout.
Yeah.
Here in tonight's contest, you can knock a guy down 3 times and the fight's over. So if he can manage to knock him down 3 times, or he can get a clean knockout, then the fight's over. But I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen him throw too many rights, and I don't see the jab putting him down either. I desperately want to see Dan protect that leg and start to check those kicks and fire that right hand, and let's see what happens.
All right, so Dan Ward is looking for a miracle shot right now. He's got to really go for broke on this one. But at this point, Trimino seems to have him figured out, so I don't know if that's going to happen. But the gate is locked. The fighters are in the center of the ring. Sending back now, Alan Lau at the helm. Here we go, round 3. Trimino's playing smart. He's not getting in close enough.
He's very relaxed.
He gets in, he takes a shot, he gets out, doesn't even give him time to use his reach.
And I think Dan's just got to open up and go for broke now if he's going to pull this out.
Yep.
Come on, Dan, pick up the pace, buddy. Halfway through the round. Dan, 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice combination. Very nice. And back to the leg kick.
I'll tell you what, that left leg of Ward is going to be hurting tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'd like to actually see Steve go a little bit lower on the leg kick. If he can hit him in the calf, he's going to take him down.
Yeah, at this point, that leg is already weak enough.
Yeah.
Or if he can cut through and to hit that rear leg.
And you know, Steven's doing a good job, but I think he's got this round so far. But Dan, this is actually a little bit better round for him.
No, he definitely learned something, and he's doing well. Again, it's not going to help him win the fight, but it could help him in the future. And I guess that's all that counts sometimes.
Yeah, you just got to let it go at this point. You have to go for it. Throw caution to the wind.
All right, I hear him knock in. That's going to be the end of the round coming up. Well, unless the judges are completely blind, I think we all know where this fight's going to go. I think Dan Ward knows where this fight's going to go. But again, you know, it may not have been the most active fight, but Trimino learned how to get inside on the tall guy, and by the end, Dan Ward learned how to do a little bit more. So let's call it a learning fight.
Yeah. You know, at the end, Dan started to come around a little bit, but Steven definitely controlled it. I think it's going to be a unanimous decision.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, yeah, Dan got a couple of shots in the last round, but not enough to really do any damage or really get enough points to make a difference. All right, here we go. John Vina heading into the ring with the official results.
After 3 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. All 3 judges, Lars Porson, Sean Flanagan, and Mike Cordero, see it the same. 30-27 for your winner